Oh, say does that star.
And here in the early season. Tim, what are you watching from these teams now?
Well, I'm looking, BA, for roles and how they have evolved and changed from a year ago. It's amazing how much difference just one season can make, putting guys in better position to succeed.
How much will rotations change through the months now?
significantly. I think coaches are trying to find out who they can trust as you get deeper into the season.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. They've got Daniel Gafford, and it's Mullen in at the small forward position. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Shot clock at 5. Here's Miller. Can't nail the jumper. Here's Mullen. Last game, he had 28 points. Parker outside. Pass to Mullen. Launches a 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Sampson. Parker defending. Now here's Gafford. Outside Hardaway. Parker outside. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Sampson. Here's New Orleans. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
Here's Parker. After New Orleans, 3-pointer on the other end. There's a screen. Here's Mullen. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Mullen's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Marion. Pass to Sampson. Out to the wing. And here's Miller. The wide open shot is on the money. Miller's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's Mullen. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Another miss by Minnesota.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Puts up a deep 3. Miller can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 3. Hardaway on the wing. Here's Gafford. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Minnesota shooting their first foul shots of the night. Both free throws good from Gafford. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Hayes with a screen on Parker. Pass to Hayes. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Mullen. Here's the teardrop. It's tipped. To the middle. And he jams it home with authority.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that.
Elbow.
Personal
2. New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the night.
At the line for your Pelicans, number 20. One shot.
One shot.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Gafford. Here's Parker. Here's Mullen. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Miller outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Miller's got 8.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And it's time to give you a look at the top 3-point shooting teams from a year ago. Second, the Pelicans.
Just so efficient from downtown last season. The threes are a big part of this team's offensive game plan.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Pelicans lead by 9. Pass to Sampson. Miller against Hardaway. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
Now here's Parker, 15 in his last outing. Here's Mullen, deflected. New Orleans has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Hayes with a screen to the inside. And finished off by Hayes.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Mullen connects from downtown. Mullen's got his second basket.
He's just 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Back to Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Parker outside.
2 minutes.
It's hauled in by Sampson. Sampson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And the Pelicans going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Davis. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
1:11 left in the first. Unloads from 13. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie. You could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
And that one's good. And the Pelicans lead by 14.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Divac. Minnesota again missing.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
And there's the screen. Irving attacking. Davis against Sharp. Inside. Here's Camby. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
We've got Sharp, also Kyrie Irving out there. And it's Stanley in at the 3. That's the Pelicans 5. Divac, pass to Ridnour. From the arc. Second shot opportunity. Divac, good.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
New Orleans leading by 14. to the left side wing. Outside Irving. Second chance effort. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a quick look at how New Orleans' schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Monday, they'll host the Washington Wizards.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, it's the 8th time they'll take the court in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
No good on that one. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, BA, is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. That's right. Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will, either.
And out of bounds, the Pelicans will take it. And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in. The Pelicans lead by 14. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Miller. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Miller's got 12.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Pass to Mullen. To shoot. Puts it up from 12. The shot that time not on target.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
There's the screen. There's the triple. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Hardaway. Puts one up from 19. It's Hayes with the rebound.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Sampson. Off with the layup.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Great D that time from Miller. The Pelicans lead by 16. From behind the arc. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Parker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. He throws shooters in the game last season. Pass to Mullen. The 3-ball. The Pelicans pull it in. Hayes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Ryan. For the NBA, keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Mullen to snap the cold streak. That one's no good. 2 for 10, and he's cold out there. Miller outside, and there's a pick. Fires the 3. That's his 4th miss out of 10 attempts. Timberwolves trail by 21. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. From deep. Goes back up. They shoot again. Out left to the wing. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Fires for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of New Orleans this year. And stolen by Hayes. To the paint. The jump hook. That one drops for him. Miller's got 17.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass. Now
here's Gafford. Back to Parker. And there's There's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
The first free throw is good, and the Timberwolves making a change here. And that's good as he hits both shots. New Orleans leading by 21. Sampson passes to Hayes. It's good on the putback.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Parker outside. The floater, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
At the line for one.
And the free throw, no good. New Orleans has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Miller can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 21. Pass to Ridnour. Here's Jaquez. Blocked! And they'll get another chance. Parker, no good. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Here's Camby. Releases. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got 19 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Jaquez, the pass to Ridnour. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good from about 19 feet. Ridnour's got his first 2 points of the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
A nice shot by Mullen.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Pass to Camby. Miller outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
To the left wing. Here's Ridnour. Here's Mullen. 4-3. Drops in the 3. Mullen's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
There's 39 seconds left in the second period. Ridnour no good. The Pelicans lead by 16. Pass to Sharp. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Divac. Divac's got 4 rebounds now. 15 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Mullen. The 3. Can't get it to drop. And so it's New Orleans with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, thank you guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. You know, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight:
the offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a...
And now, here's the player of the week from both the East and West. Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
Nothing off about this off guard. Don't call him a 2. He's been there 1.
Yeah, he's the man on the squad right now. Defensive scheme him every trip up the floor, and it makes no difference.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. They've got Daniel Gafford, and it's Parker in at the point. Launches it. He can't get it to go.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Here's Mullen. Kicks it out to Parker. Banked it in off the glass. Parker's got his second bucket of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Gafford passes to Parker. That three's off the mark.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
Pass to Sampson. Here's Miller. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 16. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Mullen, pass to Parker. Tries again. Goes up again. And the layup is up and in.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. The Pelicans, number 1.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding. And that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
Irving's checked in for the Pelicans. Cooper's checked in for the Timberwolves. Now Irving. Still no points. Hayes with a screen on Parker. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Yeah, they got a little loose with the ball right there, but in general, they've avoided the big mistakes, and they're running away with this.
Timberwolves trail by 14. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
There's the lob. Miller outside. From outside, off the mark.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Ryan?
A role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for your Republicans, Ralph Sampson, taking 2 shots.
And he drops it first. So both teams changing it up here. That one's no good. Timberwolves trail by 15. On the wing, Davis. He's scoreless. For 3, Hardaway fires in the triple.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. On the wing, Irving. Right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Irving's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Cooper. Now Gafford. Count it. Good. Here's Irving. Over to the left wing. Here's Danley. Checked by Davis. That one's good for 2. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Pass to Cooper. Back to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Danley grabs a miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Inside, here's Sampson, and he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Pass to Cooper. Outside Hardaway. He shoots. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Penny Hardaway.
And here is Irving. Here's Danley. Just 5 on the clock. It's deflected. Here's Cooper. Yet to see a basket. Irving with it. Pass to Danley. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Here's Cooper. Outside Hardaway. From outside the arc. On target from range. Hardaway's got 6 here in the quarter.
No shot there. He was left wide open and now adds 3 points from distance.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, BA, it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Camby, pass to Sharp, over to the wing. Cooper passes to Ridnour. Here's Cooper. They set the screen. Outside Jaquez. Clock at 4. Here's Divac. Bargnani pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Sharp passes to Camby. And the bucket is good. Camby's got 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Ridnour. Pass to Divac. Here's Ridnour. He's guarded by Irving. The 3 is up. Here's Divac. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Divac's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Here's Bargnani. Picked it out of midair. Here's Cooper. Still without a bucket. It's blocked. And they're on the run. The pull-up J. No good off the glass. Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Ridnour. Here's Divac. The Pelicans pull it in. Camby's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Dantley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dantley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Miller, and it's Hayes in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. They set a pick. Unloads from 13. It's good. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to Mullen. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Now here's Miller. The 3 is up. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Divac's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. 6 to shoot. And another 3 from Minnesota.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Miller. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Miller's got 22.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
Mullen deflects the pass. Here's Marion. Miller on the wing. Puts it up. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Well, you can also throw in what a great job they've done defensively, blocking and altering shots and just playing with a committed effort defensively.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Mullen. Here's Parker. No good. Had a chance to win the run there.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
To the inside. Here's Hayes. And it's rejected. They retain possession. Here's Miller. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Mullen. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Looking to get it going. Blocked! Pass to Sampson. Miller on the wing. Up and over Hardaway. And it's good from the elbow. Miller's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball. Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
Pass to Hayes. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Here's Parker. Minnesota again missing.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
There's the drive. The layup off target.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Down low. Here's D-Bots. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. For New Orleans, they've gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
They get it back. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Up top, Parker. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
There's the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Hardaway on the wing. Guarded by Miller. Pass to Mullen. 3-pointer. Sinks the tray.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Pelicans.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year. Hayes with a screen. Here's Miller. And the 3-pointer goes. Miller's got 32 points.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, it's simple math. You've got to limit teams to one shot on your defensive end and then give yourself extra possessions when you have the ball.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Ridnour. From the right block, and he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Irving against Jaquez. Outside Irving. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Tim Legler, Ali LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And time now for our player of the game.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And obviously the season's just begun, but never too soon to check out the power rankings. Let's see how these teams are stacking up. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And right now for the Magic, they're just hanging steady. Middle of the pack, middle of the road. Call it what you want. That's where they find themselves.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Rose is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Maloach. Then it's Anthony. And it's Hagan in at the small forward. And for Orlando, they've got Porzingis, Knipple out there with Lever. Then it's DeBusschere. And a few of the top guys, coach, in this league have been on hot streaks, fueling early MVP conversations. I guess it's never too early to talk about the MVP, is it?
Yeah, that definitely builds excitement for the fans and sets the narrative for the rest of the season. But you know, Kevin, it's still way too early to tell how it's going to shake out.
And Dave DeBusschere with this lane.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
There's Rose with the three, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
Oh, quick thinking of Rose. I like when he goes just right up with that one.
Porzingis against Anthony. Knipple with it, intercepted. Pass to Hagan. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. No good from 11 feet. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 4-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
And nothing feels better than a win where team defense is the main factor.
And that one, good. Rose has got 5 points so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here he's it from three-point range. DeBusschere's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Westbrook. He had 19 points in the win again. Lever with the steal. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Pass to Lever. Five on the clock. Here's DeBusschere. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Bucks leading by 3. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Westbrook dishes to Anthony. Outside Rose. The 3-ball. The shot comes out.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. They set the pick. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Outside Lever. Over Westbrook. A shot's good from Lever.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Rose passes to Westbrook. They get it again.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Lever. Pass to Kneppel. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on. Come on, Malowacz.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
First free throw is good. So for the Magic, Admonovich is checked in for Porzingis, and Person subbed in for DeBusschere.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Now here's Rose. 5 points in the game. Noah the screen. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. From deep. Orlando grabs the miss. This game against Milwaukee here. It's their first look at the Bucks.
Yeah, a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year. And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Pass to Noah. Now here's Rose. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now Kneppel. Here's Radmanovich. The shot will not fall. Great defense that time from Noah. Milwaukee's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And the sheer physicality of Noah, even the foul won't deter.
Milwaukee shooting their first foul shot of the night. Ratliff's checked in for Milwaukee.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Noah.
A versatile player. Noah scores, he rebounds, passes, and defends at a high level.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Milwaukee in the lead. And here's Rose. He's got 5. Noah with the screen on McDaniel. O'Neal with the steal. Inside. It's Hardaway that time on the assist by McDaniel.
Yeah, how about the quick feet there by Hardaway? Terrific at getting to his spot on the floor.
Pass to Blake. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Now here's Noah. Blake feeling it out a bit. Just 4 to shoot. Stolen by McDaniel. Plays it in off the breakaway. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Now here's McDaniel. Noah with the block.
A defensive stalwart. Noah's length is what allows him to erase shots.
Rose against Hardaway. Clock at 6. Ratliff, the pass to Noah. That one drops for him. Noah's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
And a good work from the interior. I like seeing Noah take advantage of those.
Now Hardaway. Noah with the block. It's all tied in Orlando. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Malowatch. Anthony out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Hagan in at the shooting guard position. Outside Hardaway. Fires from the line. Malowatch grabs the miss. Malowatch has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Excellent D there from DeBusschere. Outside Hardaway. Back to DeBusschere. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Pass to Hagan. Here's Malowatch. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is DeBusschere. He has 5. O'Neal sets the screen for Hardaway. Pass to Lever. Over Westbrook. Lever, that's good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Anthony right side. Here's Hagan. By Hardaway. A nice shot by Hagan. Hagan's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Lever kicks to DeBusschere. Got a piece of it. Taken away by Anthony. Lobs it up for Anthony. O'Neal with the steal. Outside Hardaway. Here is DeBusschere. Pass to Lever. 6 to shoot. Over Westbrook. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Lever.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Anthony with the screen on DeBusschere. No good from outside. Magic have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Hardaway passes to DeBusschere. Now Lever. Pass to Hardaway. It's stolen. One-on-one here. It's stolen by Lever. Long shot on the way. DeBusschere can't get the basket.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Hagan. Banked in off the glass. Hagan's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So, with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals, your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
Now here's Rose. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Westbrook kicks to Rose. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Rose has got 8 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Person. There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Rose, no good. The Magic trail by 6. To the left side wing. Back to Porzingis. Stolen by Noah. McDaniels against Rose. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Rose. Just 5 on the clock. And another basket for Milwaukee. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Good ball movement here by the Magic. McDaniels sets a screen for Porzingis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they've gotten away from the inside game this quarter. It was working well for them in the first. They should get back to that game plan. Work it inside and punish the D down low.
Steve Blake's checked in for Russell Westbrook. That free throw good from Porzingis.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
Pass to Ratliff. Over in the corner, Rose. To the paint. Here's Noah. Porzingis with the block. Now Knippel. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
That's good from Knippel. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:30 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Ratliff. Fires the 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one there.
The 10-footer does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Here's Hagan. He's got 8. From deep, Rose. And it's Radmanovich with the rebound. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Porzingis. Great defense that time from Noah.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Blake passes to Rose. .34 seconds left here in the second. That one, no good.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
What a strong take from Rose, just brushing off the D on his way up.
Here's Radmanovic, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Bucks on top, up 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And thank you for joining us as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. All right, now we've got some time to take a look at the players of the week. Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
Well, we could give you plenty of highlights, but a lot of substance too. He's moving the needle for his team.
And normally I do favor the big man, but I will admit he's worth the price of admission.
When was the last time you paid to get in a game?
I pay all the time with my face.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kind of like what Rose has done in this one so far.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And it's the Magic with the ball, trailing by 5. DeBusschere is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Knipple. Then it's Lever. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Now here's Lever. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, Knipple with it. A 3-pointer is right on target. Knipple's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Magic. Outside Westbrook. Rose dishes to Carmelo. Westbrook with it. Defended by Knipple. Left side Westbrook. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
And that one falls for Westbrook. And both free throws good for Westbrook. And so it's Lever who brings up the ball for the Magic. 4-point game. To Porzingis. There's the pick. A 3. Second chance effort. Milwaukee with the rebound. Hagan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Rose. He's got 12. No good on the triple. Pass to Lever. And here's DeBusschere from outside the arc. No good on that one.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Rose passes to Westbrook. Back to Rose. Pass to Hagan for the 3. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. And you look at Lever. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Jermaine O'Neal's checked in for Porzingis. The Magic trail by 4. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Last season's performance for him put up about 13 points per, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Yeah, and talking to his coach, this team expects more from him. And that's a good problem to have as a player. It means your team believes in your abilities.
Here's to Busher. Malowacz grabs the miss. Malowacz has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Rose. Now Westbrook, guarded by O'Neal. Westbrook with it. 5 points in the game. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Yep, that one goes in there. Malowacz has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
The Magic again can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 6. Westbrook with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 8.
Realizing this guy has the green light to take those shots. Westbrook has such confidence in that jumper.
Knipple with it. He's covered by Rose. They could use a bucket. Knipple with the bucket. Knipple's got 5 points now in the quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Westbrook a screen on to Busher. Over in the corner, Rose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He goes on Knipple. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And the first one drops. The Magic making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Malowacz. He's off on the second. The Magic trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Rose against DeBuscher. Over Rose. A solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. DeBuscher's got 7 points.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Pass to Westbrook. Fires it up, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Now here's Lever. 6 points for him. DeBusschere inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. DeBusschere's got 4 this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Westbrook. Zinkas checked in for the Magic. McDaniels comes in for Tim Hardaway. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Blake's checked in. The Magic trail by 6. Lever outside. Out to Porzingis from past the arc. The Magic again can't hit. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And they'll keep possession. Goes back up. That's good on the jump shot. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Noah. The Magic getting the bucket. Outside Anthony. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. Goes up on the wing. Blake misses. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Lever kicks to McDaniels. Up top, Porzingis. Here's DeBusschere. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Westbrook. 1:02 left to play in the third. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
And this is big. I mean, when Westbrook is connecting from deep, it just opens everything else up for his offense.
Now, here is DeBusschere. 9 points in the game so far. McDaniels passes to Lever, and they come right back with their own three-point. Lever's got 9.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
For 3, Westbrook. You can't get that one. Orlando's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Now, here is DeBusschere. Not a lot of room. Puts up a deep 3. No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Theo Ratliff is out there with Anthony. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Malone. And it's Hagan in at the two-guard spot.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Outside Westbrook. Three-pointer. He doesn't hit that one. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Knipple. Nailed from three-point land.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Here's Hagan for 3. Westbrook. Pass to Hagan. Here's Ratliff. And the Bucks miss again. Orlando's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Lever finds Porzingis. Knipple wide open, and he fires. And it falls over the rim and in. Knipple's got 10 points here in the second half. Bucks have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Back to Westbrook. Feet out. Westbrook missing again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
To the right side. And there it is for him. Now it's a 3-point Orlando lead.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Switch here. Rose is checked in. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To Westbrook. They need this. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Westbrook's got 10 points in just the second half. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Back to DeBuscher. Shot from 16, and it's Orlando with another.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Westbrook dishes to Carmelo. Driving to the basket, and the layup is good.
And what a take from Anthony, using his athleticism on that one.
Lever taking his time here. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Westbrook against Lever. Pass to Anthony. Nice D from Porzingis.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Wasted no time on that one. DeBuscher's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bucks shooting 43% from the field. Outside Rose. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Outside Lever. Pass to Kneppel. Over Rose. The rebound by Hagan. Hagan's got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, Westbrook. Out to Anthony. Tries again. That one doesn't drop. Magic leading by 6. Down low. A quick pass leads him right to the rack.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And there's the 3.
And we've seen this before, folks. Big possession, Westbrook rising to the occasion. How about that competitiveness?
Now here's Lever. Got a piece of it. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court, and it's blocked. Now Porzingis. Lever outside. What a finish!
Nice job. Some space out under the boards and then setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Noah's checked in for Milwaukee. .56 left in the 4th quarter. Anthony, and he cannot get the layup.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. Has to be set up for success.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Follow-up just checked in for Noah. toss-up. And that one misses. Bucks trail by 9. Now Westbrook. In traffic, lays it home.
And the defense should know Westbrook will not back down. He goes right into the defender and gets a chance for an and 1.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Magic leading by 6. Outside, Porzingis. Got it to go off the glass.
The sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Anthony looking it over. Outside Rose. Beyond the arc. Porzingis pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
It's 47 seconds left in the game. And down goes the free.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Now here's Westbrook. And Levers sends it back. Anthony against Porzingis. Plays it in off the window.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
Russell Westbrook.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Con Knippel.